and welcome to my YouTube channel, Kate May Modern Day Mystic. Do subscribe to it, press the button so that you can see all the other fabulous things that I do. Now we are looking at the full moon in Libra. As every full moon, it's all about releasing things, letting things go, and finding in your life what no longer serves you. Things that you may have been working towards. Full moons highlight what isn't necessarily working, or what comes from a little bit of hidden energy. Things come to illumination now. The Libra energy is particularly centered around relationships. So letting things go perhaps within relationships, or finding some balance within your relationships. Now this could be personal, like love relationships, or this could be friendships, or the relationship with yourself there. It's all about bringing harmony and balance into your life. This moon will bring to life what you have experienced within yourself and within your relationships over the last 12 months. So if you think back to this time last year, I think a lot of us have prioritized things and realized actually time's so precious. Do we really want to waste time with that dickhead over there, or with that person that's just going to drain us? So a lot of people have kind of like realized who they are and what they want in this last year. So supporting any changes that you've had to make, and maybe still that you need to make, this full moon supports changes to bring harmony into your life. It's also known as the worm moon. You know, when the worms start to come up from the ground and from the surface to the light, so do we, so does our awareness. This is a real powerful moon. And I don't know about you, but it's got strong effects to do because of the Libra connection there with our physical bodies, including our muscles, our joints, lower back. Libras connect to the endocrine system and to the lumbar region, and also obviously balance, so your knees. And I'm not kidding you, Mr. Flaaa put his back out over the weekend. He went over a pothole on his bike and motorbike there, and I've done my knee in, and my son has done his knee in. And then when I researched the full moon in Libra to be able to put together this and my my blog, I was like, no way, we've all done our like backs and knees in. So I'm hoping it will pass as the energies blend a bit more. So it's about balance in there. Libra is ruled by the beautiful planet Venus, the planet of love, art and beauty, and connects to all relationships, finding balance and harmony within situation, and of course justice. So now is a really great time to release any negative judgment of yourself, of others, or of the universe, to hold people and to hold yourself, more importantly, accountable for actions there. Libra, it's got the opposite Venus and Chiron. Sorry, Libra is opposite Venus, and Chiron and the Sun in Aries this time, while Mars is conjunct the North Node in Gemini. So what does that all mean? It means it's basically all around healing, really good strong vibration to heal within your relationship side of things, and within that relationship with yourself there. Use that Chiron energy, which is the wounded healer, and that Venus connection there to really heal past wounds and things that are difficult for you. Tune into your intuition and find out what you need, where you want your relationships to go, how can you get that balance there. The Aries influence, because we've still got the sun in Aries, so the Aries influences, which opposes the Libra moon, it's a time of understanding our own needs within relationships, our own self-worth, dealing with parts of ourselves that maybe that have been hidden, or our shadow side, the self that we hide or that we dare to even acknowledge there. So processing all emotions, good and bad, and finding that balance of dark and light for perfect harmony. So things you can ask yourself are you pleasing others too much? Are you taking others for granted, or are others taking you for granted? Are you the one who does all that you can for everybody all the time? Are you the one that's constantly texting, that's constantly checking in? Are you the one that asks how they are and they don't even bother asking how you are? And if they do, it's so quick that they're moving on back onto themselves again, because you've got that Aries self energy around. So having a real look at where you can find balance within those. Are you the one who do what they can to get what they want? Are you a bit manipulative there? And realising that all this in a relationship, all this personal responsibility there, and realising your part to play in relationships there. Libra, like I said, it's ruled by Venus, so it's a great time to remind yourself of all the beautiful things. It's a gorgeous day here. I've got all my flowers out, the tulips, the what do you call them, not sunflowers, daffodils coming out there. It's all looking beautiful there. So it's a really good day to have a look at the beauty around you, to have a look at your home. Maybe you'll be feeling, particularly if this falls into your 4th house, you might be looking at how you can make your home even more beautiful. With that Aries influence, you could be looking at doing your hair. Obviously not a lot of us can get our hair done at the moment, or getting your nails done, but you're planning towards that. So jazzing up your wardrobe possibly, and jazzing up your home, using that beauty of Venus and that Aries south side of things there. Forgive what no longer serves. This is always a good practice anyway. Forgive what no longer serves. Let go of poor habits from your past. Use that Chiron energy there, the wounding healer, to really help you remove obstacles from the past and heal from things. Crystals that are going to support you with this full moon are citrine and pyrite, but also rose quartz and green aventurine, which connect very much around Libra. I like to have a little altar, and I like to use tarot cards and different little candles and crystals. So you could use the Justice tarot card, that represents Libra. You could use the Lovers if you've got your own personal relationship, or you could choose a card that represents where you want balance and harmony. The 10 of Cups is always is always good, because that brings emotional attainment, balance and harmony around you there. So you can put these things on your altar, your choice of cards. Pink candle is going to be good because it's Venus. It's up to you, but I personally wouldn't go for red, or that's passion. Pink is more calmer, it's more healing there. So pink represents rose quartz, which represents the Venus energy of Libra there. You may want to add some rose petals. You might want to add some of your own bits and pieces to it as well. There, and it's a good idea to use candles, like birthday candles, because they don't last long. They kind of, or even smaller, cut them in half, because then you can do your little wish spell, you can do your little prayers, or whatever it is over your altar with a candle that you can see burn right through to the end there. So Libra's energy is on a positive note, they're balance. But it's all about balance, it's about being fair, it's the truth. They're very sociable, thoughtful and fun. On a negative, they could be indecisive, could be a bit flaky, and possibly a bit manipulative there. So the sun is in Aries, it's not in Libra, but the moon is Libra. So that side of things is going to be our emotion. That Libra energy is our emotion at the moment. If you know how to look at your astrology chart, then have a look into each of the segments, what house it fits in. And if you are, for example, house 2, you could be looking at the balance between your finances, your values. You could be looking at how that relationship with money is unfolding for you at the moment. If it's house 4, your home and family, you could be looking at how that balance is going on with your family life, with your home life. Maybe you're working too much and you want to get into the home a bit more. If it's in house 10, your career, your public sector, perhaps you're trying to get a balance within, again, home and working life, or working life and relationships, or perhaps you're trying to get that relationship with your work even better and stronger. So it's a really good idea to understand how to use your astrology chart and actually pinpoint the area. I think it's 8 degrees that Libra is going to be in at the moment, and find out what house it is there. So let's have a little look. I'm going to just grab up my chart. This is what I created for you. It's your Libra full moon tarot spread. So let's have a look at the vibe for everybody this month. So the first question is, what is the Libra energy around us now? So let's have a little look. General vibe, guys. What is the Libra energy around us? It is the 9 of Wands. Now, the first thing that came to my head with that was the fact that there is a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel with being able to get back to a little bit of normal. I don't want to shout it because we don't want it taken away from us. But we are coming through a really difficult year. This is a 9, so it's indicating the energy around you now is coming through a difficult situation. Some of you will really feel like you've gone through that time on your own. But now you're starting to see that it was better to go through on your own. That the long-term effects of doing something more on a singular is going to be better. This card, the energy says there's no more going around in circles, there's no more banging your head against a brick wall. You've still got a little more to go. It's only a 9, not a 10, but you are almost there. Yes, there's a few little obstacles that do crop up with this card, but the energy is now saying you can do it. Just keep going a little bit more. That's what the message is. Keep going a little bit more. That's the energy. You're almost through difficult times. The next one is, how can I achieve more love in my relationships? Now, this could be relationships with your friends, with yourself, or with your partners. You choose. How can I achieve more love in my relationships there? Interesting. It is the 10 of Cups. Perfect. 10 of Cups asks you to count your blessings. It asks you, it's a milestone card. It asks you just to stop and pause for a moment and look around you. Look how grateful you can be. Be happy for what you've got. It is a singular card for me, so it's not necessarily saying that you want to be in a relationship. It's saying you don't necessarily need to be one. How you can have more love in your relationship is definitely by loving yourself more. By appreciating what you've got, all your attributes there, all your own energy, by feeling satisfied, by feeling content, we can then bring love in all relationships. If you don't like yourself, how can you expect someone else to like you there? So it's going to start with you. So the question, how can I achieve more love in my relationships? Feel absolutely blessed. We know how the law of attraction works, that what we send out, we get back. So if you're sending out shit negative all the time, that's what you're going to get back. But if you actually start to vibrate that love around yourself and around others, that's what you're going to attract. So to bring more love into your relationship, you need to be open and you need to be grateful for everything, all the wonderful things, but certainly start with loving yourself. What do I need to release that no longer serves me? Let's have a look. What do I need to release that no longer serves me? The Ace of Swords. So perfect card. These cards are amazing. I freaking love it when it all makes sense. The perfect card. What do you need to release? This is like literally cutting away all the old, all the dead, all the done. Forget about it. Forget about it. This is saying what you need to release is all your old hang-ups. All the shit that you're holding on to. Cut it. Get rid of it. Aces are new beginnings and swords are new ways of thinking. There's a new thought process here. Now this card always comes up when there's a bit of a muddle. Wow, that's all right saying that, but how do I do it? Well, here you're going to have to really reprogram your thinking. It's a new way of thinking. There could be new contracts coming in. There could be important documents now coming forward. But what this is out of the blue, all of a sudden it's like, bing, there is going to be something amazing coming up. So what you need to release is all your hang-ups of the past. Allow this new energy to come in. Cut the ties from things that no longer serve you. Make a whole point of putting a full stop to that. And that will really help you to move forward there. What way can I balance my life now? What way can I balance my life now? Let's have a look for all of you lovelies. The Magician. I freaking love these cards. What way can you balance your life now? Perfect balance, as above, so below. All your dreams and hopes and ideas you can now bring into manifestation. What you're thinking about, you can make a reality now. So how can you get balance in your life? This is an action card. Just do it. Think about it, do it. You know, one of my hang-ups there, and it does connect to Libra, is people that either blame everyone else for everything or they want everyone else to do stuff for them. I want to meet that guy. When am I going to meet that guy? Give me the date. Give me his star sign. So what are you going to do about it? Oh, I'm just going to wait for the universe for him to knock on my door, Mr. Postman there. This card is indicating that you really need to start manifesting your own life. So how can you get balance in your life? You need to put some thought and action into it. But you've got them in all the tools to do the job here. You've got everything there to be able to get that balance. But you need to do it. You need to start manning up a bit. You need to start doing something to get that balance. As above, so below. It's all there for you. If you choose not to do it, you're not going to get the balance like you want. But if you think, do you know what, fuck it. This is a go-getting card. This is a confidence card. This is saying, I can do it. I can bring my dreams to reality. I can get that balance where I want. I can have my cake and eat it. Who says you can't? This is all down to you. That raw power. That's how you can get it. How best can you use the Libra energy now? How best can you use the Libra energy now? Let's have a look. Ooh, interesting. Rest and recuperation. Complete opposite to here, so I have to work with this. So how best can you use this Libra energy now? Now, my feeling around this is that you don't want to be banging on and on and on and on and on and on and on about something. This is like just leave things to the universe. Make that first step into doing what you want to do about, and then take a little step back and let the magic work. Stop pushing things, you know, the begging prayers. Dear God, please do this. Dear God, please, angels, make this happen. Just be thankful instead. This is saying, like, if you do feel like you're going round and round circles, if you do feel like all your energy that you're putting into something isn't working, well, take a step back. Listen to that. Just have a pause. But this card, although it is rest and recuperation, you'll come back feeling fully energized, fully focused. Now, you may have all these lovely ideas what you want to do, but that might not be the exact timing. Full moons are best for realization. New moons are best for doing things. So you've got a couple more weeks. Put your feet up. Take a bit of a break from your head, especially. If you've got a bit of time out, maybe you're like me, I'm going to go back to work in a couple of weeks' time. 6 weeks, I think. So I'm going to enjoy the sun. I'm going to put my feet up and enjoy the sun. And then you'll be able to come back fully charged. So be aware if you've got some busy things coming up. Let the full moon release things. Let things come to light. To start anything new, wait until the new moon arises there. So take a little bit of a chill pill. And your Libra Tarot message, is Four of Pentacles. Now, the Libra Tarot message is just don't be too extravagant at the moment. Be careful of your money. Be careful of your resources. You've got it there. It's a 4, so it's nice and secure. Holding on to things, which is good. Sometimes we need to hold on to things, particularly if you've got a big purchase, like a wedding, to come for. So you might need to watch what's coming in and watch what's going out. But always leave a little gap for maybe a new pair of shoes or a new handbag. Always leave a little bit there so that you can be flexible. So this card's got a couple of different meanings. So for some of you, it's really going to mean reining it in and holding on to your money tight. But also, if you're going to be doing that, don't be so rigid that you actually can't move. For some of you, it could be that you are saving up for something big, so you are trying to save. But again, give yourself a bit of a day off there. For some of you, it's going to be telling you that actually you're being too tight. You're actually being, it's turned into a negative. All this control, all this handling money and holding everything together is actually become more negative. And now you can't move. You're fixed. You can't do this, you can't do that because you're so frightened. It's almost become an illness. You're so frightened to do anything in case you lose or in case you drop something. If you look there, he literally cannot move. He literally cannot move. And this is when it becomes a bit of a negative. So drop your guard a little bit. Have maybe a little bit of a shop. Teeny weeny bit one. Don't be extravagant though. Sometimes this card, even though it's to do with pentacles, it can be emotionally as well. You know, look how he's got it over his heart chakra. Maybe you've got a pillar of block up. Maybe you don't want to get yourself hurt. And it's okay if we've been hurt and we don't want to be hurt again. But if you don't want to be hurt again and you put a block, it also means you can't be loved again. And what's worse, never being loved or being hurt. But at least you experience the love. So you'll need to weigh up the options there. If you've just been hurt, then I understand you'll want to put a bit of a barrier around yourself. But do be open to a little bit of a gap just to let that energy flow. It's all about balance. And this card is saying you've got it balanced, but you're you're balancing, but you can't move there. So there's not an equal balance with things. So that is your tarot message, to get that equal balance. And that is perfect for the Libra energy, which is all about balance. So I'm going to leave you with the thought, not just on how those cards actually do resonate with you, but also think about what in your life needs more balance. That's what that Libra energy is about. Particularly relationships with food, relationships with money. I know we've got Easter coming up. I've got a terrible relationship with food at the moment. Who hasn't put on a few pounds? I think we've either gone one way, super fit, or the other way, not so fit. So think about getting your balance right with your food. Think about your money, especially as now things are going to start opening up. I know some of us have been really difficult. It's been, haven't had a lot of money to be able to do anything. Some of us have had like loads of money coming in, but everything's been shut. So all of a sudden things are going to be open and it's like, do I spend or do I keep saving? There's a real weird vibe around money. So try and check in on your relationship with your finances there. Check in on your relationship with your work. Is it really giving you that 10 out of 10 satisfaction? Do you go in feeling like, yeah? Or do you go in thinking, oh, fuck? Have a look at how that makes you feel, because this is all about balance now. Your family, your relationships, your relationship with yourself. Do you love yourself? Are you happy? Are you content? Or are you a bitter old mare? Get that balance. And once you get that balance, everything else starts to flow. Take personal responsibility. Stop blaming everyone else. The Justice and Libra is all about understanding ourselves and understanding our own relationship in situations and taking responsibility for things and being accountable for our own actions as well there. So think about those few things as we go through this lovely full moon in Libra, but do remember the healing side of Venus and Chiron that connects there as well. Take advantage of that. Thank you for watching. If you would like to book a reading with me, whether it's that Libra spread or whether it's a different spread, 12-month forecast, general reading, whatever it is, then do leave me a message or contact me through my website, www.katemay.co.uk. If you've loved what I've said today, do drop me a comment and I will reply back. Take care, everybody, and I will be back with you soon. Bye.